Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633, and today we're taking a look at the entirety of the Series 2 Yokai medals and the Hasbro releases of the American Yokai medals. This time we're going to do it a little bit differently. As you can tell with my first video, that's when I was really new to the franchise, so I wasn't really sure a lot of the Yokai names and so on. But this time, I've definitely gotten a lot better at memorizing the names, and we're actually going to go out straight through by looking at it by rank, rather than just how it was ordered in the medallion itself. So now we're going to first take a look at the first medal, which is obviously Elder Bloom, which is the legendary of the set. So here we go. We're going to start with Elder Bloom. So that's cool. This is the second legendary we've gotten in the American Yokai Watch line. So now we're going to go through by looking at each individual rank. So we'll start now with rank S. And now we're going to look at the rank S Yokai. In this set of total of 50 medals, and then 51 including the one with the pages, there are 9 rank S Yokai, and 10 if you include the legendary Elder Bloom. So now we're going to go via tribes. So first we're going to take a look at Heartful. So as you can see, first we have Auntie Heart. So here we go.
Summoning Heartful! Auntie Heart. Auntie Heart.
So now, the next we're going to take a look at Mama Aura.
Summoning Heartful! Mama Aura.
So we have 2 Heartful in this pack, and now we're going to look at the Oni Slippery in Series 2. So yeah, this is Dragon Lord, and I really like the look of the Dragon Lord medal and just the design of the yokai in general. The next we got are the 2 Brave yokai, which are palette swaps of each other. The one that came with the pages is Snartle, and the one that comes inside the wave is Berzerker. So we're going to take a look at Berzerker first. And it seems I got them confused. Sometimes they look very similar, so this is Berzerker. My bad. So yeah, this is the medal that comes inside the pack, and Snartle is the one that was included with the pages. So now we're going to take a look at the 2 charming yokai. First, we have Blizzaria.
Summoning Charming! Blizzaria!
And then, we're going to take a look at the second charming, which is the palette swap, Demona.
Summoning Charming!
That's really cool. Now we're going to take up the final 2 yokai in this wave, which is Dromp.
Summoning Top!
And then the Oni Mysterious in Series 2, which is Frostail, who is a palette swap of QB.
Summoning Mysterious! Frostail!
Very similar voice to QB. So that covers all the rank S yokai in Series 2. So now we're going to move on to rank A. And now we move on to the rank A medals, which we have about 7 medals here. So it's one of the smaller amounts in the entire Series 2. But anyways, we'll take a look at the Frony Brave in the set, which is one of my favorites, Robanyan.
Summoning Top! Red Bash Jackastan Bling Bling Top! Robanyan!
Next, we're going to take a look at the only charming yokai, which is Pookevil. Something's happened still. There we go.
Summoning Charming!
Pookevil.
And then, for Heartful, there are 2, which is Reversette and Rollen. So we're going to take a look at Reversette first.
Summoning Heartful! Reversette!
Then, Rollen.
Summoning Heartful! Rollen!
Now we're going to take a look at the 2 Shady yokai, which is Negasus and Timidevl.
Summoning Shady! Negasus!
That one sounds really funny. And now we're going to take a look at Timidevl.
Summoning Shady!
Timidevl.
And then the final yokai in the rank A yokai from Series 2 is Berus, which is the only Eerie yokai in the rank A.
Summoning
So this is basically a 3-headed Mangimut. Sorry, I mean a 2-headed Mangimut. So, that covers up the Series 2 rank A yokai. So now we're going to move on to rank B. And now we'll move on to rank B, which is the most out of Series 2, which includes 11 medals, which is actually pretty crazy when you think about it, since it's 11 out of the 50 medals, or 51, depending if you count the pages or not, so that's pretty cool. So now we're going to take a look at the first 2 slippery yokai in rank B. So first we got Copperled.
Summoning Slippery!
Copperled.
And then the other yokai is Bloominoko. So it's just another one of the Nokos.
Summoning Slippery!
Bloominoko.
That's pretty cool. And now we're going to take a look at the 2 Eerie yokai. First, we're going to take a look at Compunzer. Now, one of the Compunzers I actually got, so I actually had to get it replaced because for some reason it wasn't the right metal. It was actually has the Compunzer sticker, but the metal itself was not the same one, so that was weird. So anyways, we're going to take a look at Compunzer first.
Summoning Eerie!
Compunzer.
And then we have Alhail.
Summoning Eerie! Alhail!
So now, next we got the Shady yokai, which I get them confused all the time. I think this is actually Contraioni, so here we go.
Summoning Shady.
Contraioni.
So good, I actually got that correct. And then we got Agon. For some reason we got Agon before Pain, so that was weird. So there we go. Sorry, so yeah, this is actually not Agon. This is, actually no, I think it is Agon, actually. Here we go.
Summoning Shady. Agon.
So yeah, this is Agon. So I still think it's weird we got Agon before Pain, so that was interesting. And now we actually take a look at 3 different charming yokai. First, we're going to take a look at Thoryan, which is another variation of Robanyan.
Summoning Charming.
Thoryan.
Next, we got Pinkipoo.
Summoning Charming.
Pinkipoo.
Which is weird because it's got a little different voice than the one in the video game. And then we got Skellabella.
Summoning Charming.
Skellabella.
So that covers up the 3 charming yokai. And then we only have 2 more medals to go. And that is Lava Lord, which is a tough yokai.
Summoning Tough. Red Bash Cheeksqueek Bling Bling Tough. Lava Lord.
Which is a really funny tune. And then we got Slackaslah.
Summoning Brave. Throw Shade, Little and Crave. Black Team of Brave. Slackaslah.
So that covers up the rank B yokai in Series 2. So now we move on to rank C. And now we're on rank C yokai. First, we're going to take a look at Blazion, which is actually my most favorite in the entirety of Wave 2. So here we go.
Summoning Brave. Throw Shade, Little and Crave. Black Team of Brave.
Blazion. Roar.
I really like this yokai, and I really like the medal as well. Next, we're going to go to the 2 slippery. First, we got the ever so infamous Daiz. For those who don't know, it's actually a really easy yokai to get in the Crankikai in the video games, so yeah, it's not the most popular yokai for that reason. Ha. Kind of ironic there, actually.
Summoning Slippery.
Daiz.
And then, we're going to take a look at Croonger, which is one of the 3 different snakes we've been getting.
Summoning Slippery.
Croonger.
Even though they pronounce it Croonger for some reason. And now, next, we're going to take a look at the Oni Eerie yokai, which unfortunately is a very popular yokai in the States, and that's Cheeksqueek.
Summoning Eerie.
Cheeksqueek.
And then, we're going to take a look at the only Shady yokai in this series, and that is Tingloom.
Summoning Shady. I can't.
Oh yeah, I forgot that actually had a secondary sound. And now we're going to take a look at the final 3 yokai, which are at the top. We're going to take a look at Fidgefont.
Summoning Tough. Red Bash
which is hilarious because they actually kept the toilet in the background. Now we're going to take a look at Tuffant, which is a palette swap of Fidgetifant.
Summoning Tough! Rough stuff! Rough fluff! Red bash, Cheeksqueek, bling bling tough! Tuffant!
And unlike Fidgetifant, it doesn't have a secondary sound. Now we're going to take a look at the final yokai of the C rank, and that is Mad Mountain, which is a palette swap of Lava Lord.
Summoning Tough! Rough stuff! Rough fluff! Red bash, Cheeksqueek, bling bling tough! Mad Mountain!
And that covers the rank C yokai of Series 2. So now we're going to move on to the lower two ranks. So first we're going to start with rank D. Now we're on the rank D yokai. So there are 8 different metals, and it's really uneven like some of the other ranks in this wave. But first we're going to take a look at the first Heartful, which is Enterfly.
Summoning Heartful! Speedy Heartful, sing la 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 everywhere Heartful!
And
Now we're going to take a look at the two slippers, which is Fishpicable and Heal, which is another one of the snakes.
Summoning
Or eels, I meant to say.
Fish pickable.
So here we have Heal.
Summoning
Next, we're going to take a look at the 3 Shady yokai, and that's Hydabat, Suspicioni, and Tentroni. So here we go.
Summoning Shady!
Next, we have Suspicioni, which is one of the 3 main Onis.
Summoning Shady!
And then finally, Pantroni, which is actually the last actually of the 3 Onis that are all in this wave.
Summoning Shady!
Next, we're going to take a look at the only Eerie yokai in the wave, and that is Chattily.
Summoning
And then finally, the final rank D yokai is No Way, which really should have been in the first wave actually, because it appeared so early in the show.
Summoning Tough! Rough stuff! Rough fluff! Red bash, Cheeksqueek, bling bling tough! No way! No way!
So that covers the rank D yokai. So, last but not least, we will now move on to rank E. So now rank E of Series 2 medals is actually the smallest out of the entire wave, and it's also the least amount of variation, since there's only 4 different types of tribes in Series 2. First, we're going to take a look at the fan favorite, Mangy Mutt.
Summoning Mangy Mutt.
And then, the second one is Boohoo.
Summoning
So, there we have it there. And now we're going to take a look at the only Shady yokai in rank E, and that's Dimmy.
Summoning Shady. What a secret that she thinks all shady.
Now, for both Slippery and Charming, there's two. So we're going to start with Slippery first. And the first one is Snartle.
Summoning Mysterious.
Sorry, I meant to say Mysterious.
Not so long.
Then, the second Mysterious is Dumbcap, which is a pod swap of... What's that?
Summoning Mysterious.
Dumbcap.
So,
Dumbcap.
now we're going to move on to the last two, which is Pupsicle and Dazzlebell.
Summoning Charming.
Popsicle.
For the final one, Dazzlebell.
Summoning Charming.
Dazzlebell.
So that covers the entirety of the Series 2 medals. So now we'll move on to my final thoughts. Now I can say that the Series 1 medals had some okay yokai included in the set, but Series 2 is definitely where it's a lot stronger. A lot of the fan favorite yokai in both America and Japan are included in Series 2, and I think it's a lot better than what we see in Series 1. Before we end though, we're actually going to take a look at a couple of extra medals that were released in various different ways. First, we're going to take a look at Slush, or Slosh, the way that it's pronounced in the Yokai Watch. And this was a GameStop exclusive that was released some time ago, and you have to buy X amount of Yokai Watch merchandise in order to get it. He is a rank E yokai, so there we go. And he's also from the, let's see, the Eerie tribe, sorry about that.
Summoning
So, yeah, it's unfortunate that they changed this into an exclusive, but it's really not that different because even Japan has its own share of exclusive yokai. So that is rank E. So now we're going to take a look at the other exclusive yokai. First, we're going to take a look at Spemp, who is a rank C yokai. This was included in the Game of Life along with Count Cavity, but here we go. Unfortunately, before we look at it, the sticker itself, for some reason, doesn't have the gloss like all the other medals are like. It might have been a variation, however, when getting another one, since my brother also collects Yokai Watch, unfortunately, pretty much all of these will have the flat, unglossy texture, and I don't know why they did that, but here we go.
Summoning
And then, we gotta take a look at the rank S Count Cavity, who is a Shady type. That was weird.
Summoning Shady.
Concavity.
And then the final yokai medal that was released outside of the packs and so on is Goldenyan, who is another rank S yokai that was included in the Monopoly Junior set. And he is a brave yokai, so here we go.
Summoning Top.
Sorry, Top. So, that covers the entirety of Series 2. I highly recommend picking up Series 2, and with Series 3 close by, Yokai Watch has pretty much gotten to a really good start in North America. But anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hero Taco and Hero Club. Please check down the other channels down below, and don't forget to check me on Twitter under Darkon633. I'll be back with more Yokai Watch reviews in the future, but for now, I'll be seeing you on YouTube. Bye.